These boys greet their dad as though they are genuinely glad to see him, as though they had really missed being away from him during the day and are anxious to talk to him.
See you at dinner. I'm going to emotionally ignore you.
I'm going to go drink and ignore your accomplishments, son. Have a nice day.
Notice how Mother seems to become angry herself because of Jeff's anger. Perhaps she shouldn't.
Get your mom a pack of cigarettes. Now make sure they're light because she's pregnant.
I'm going to go smoke some pipe tobacco, and when I come back out here, I'm going to punch you over a slight misunderstanding.
They knew there'd be unpleasant consequences from society.
And now there's not. So now we're fucked, and now everything's falling apart. Yay!
Nothing bad's going to happen if we do this. 9/11 has entered the chat. And the problem is that then the boomers let you overcorrect so far the other way, you know, where it's like, yeah, I don't care, cut your dick off.
And you're like, whoa!
Hey, hold on.
The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and attractive at dinner time. Doesn't that sound exciting to you?
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, y'all! Welcome. Commence jiggling and what have you. Oh, I need a drink.
Okay, perfect.
Bye, guys.
So much time before the show to do it. Okay, so no, I'm good. I have mine right here. Right here. Hi, guys. Welcome to ROTC. It is a Tuesday show. Thank you for being with us.
The show, huh?
It's right here.
That was smart, dude.
Right here.
That was smart to grab that. Show.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Excellence in broadcasting.
What's hot in the streets?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's an exciting show. Second hour, we have Alan Covert joining us, the star of Grandma's Boy, and pretty much in every single Adam Sandler movie that's ever been made. I mean,
his last name means sneaky and shadowy.
That is true. He, I found out he's originally from Florida. He's a Florida boy. So
Yeah, I saw he was on Twitter. I saw he was fucking around with us on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think my favorite role of his is the wedding singer.
Yeah.
I think I like that more than
They were cones.
He, and I'm going to tell him today.
Yeah.
The wardrobe department of that fucking movie.
So great.
He looked like such a douchebag.
It was great.
It was very. They really made him look like an '80s douchebag.
God, what a great
The
movie.
Thriller coat and the mustache. It was great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man.
I watched
nice change of pace.
I watched Grandma's Boy yesterday. Bro, I forgot how fucking funny that movie was. It's been a while since I've seen it. Everybody in that movie's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So that's second hour, so make sure you're there with us. But right now, the first hour is on Rumble and YouTube, so we have to be good boys. Second hour will be Rumble exclusive.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. So head over there now. I'd recommend it.
Rumble getting a celebrity experience.
Yeah, no, seriously. Let's see.
This might end up being the most normie hour Rumble's ever had on their platform.
I am going. His Twitter's pretty based. I am.
Well,
going
I mean normie in the terms of like.
Yeah.
It's not cat turd.
That's true.
Having Kimberly Guilfoyle on, you know.
Good point. Let's see. I'm sure since we have a big guest, we're going to be on the front page. Let's just check. We are. We actually are. Okay, cool. We actually are.
I
nice.
wonder why.
Nice.
Right,
Also, can I recommend the Snickers?
Send that.
The Snickers creamer.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Yes, dog.
Yeah,
oh my God,
honestly,
so
You
good.
know what? This thing is fire.
Not just the Snickers ones, man. The Almond Joy one is fire. Have you ever
I had
tried
the
those?
butter cookie one. Fire,
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. You ever tried the Almond Joy? Try the Almond Joy one day. They're all kind of similar and they're all kind of the same. But yeah, those things are fucking fire.
Wow.
Isn't it like sugar free too?
This one has sugar, but it doesn't matter. I gotta have some carbs now, so it's like I'm fine. But it is not. It is a nice little treat. I'll tell you that.
And you don't need to add a bunch of stuff with that. It's just all you need is a couple of dabs of the fucking creamer.
Right.
The whole
right.
coffee is well balanced.
That's true. Yeah, just a little bit.
You don't need sugar.
Yeah.
You don't need
Yeah,
extra
you don't need
cream.
sugar and shit. Yeah. Can I make a recommendation? Have
Sure.
you guys had any of the Chobani creamers?
No, I haven't. Are they good?
Oh my God, it's the best.
The
Like
yogurt?
for regular, yeah, the Chobani yogurt. They make creamer now, dude, and it is literally
That's
the best
tight.
creamer on the fucking face of the planet.
Edgy radio.
Guys, we really have Look, we really.
Let's new
Can I be
segment. New
honest?
segment. Mersh and Royce's Coffee Corner.
I'm extremely concerned about our potential to get monetized on YouTube. I don't know. We've been a little out of control on this show lately.
Hey guys,
talking about cats and coffee creamers.
Hey, chat. What's your favorite creamer?
Do you think the same small moderation team that works at YouTube that remembers us is like popping in all the time now to try to get us? And they're like, "Fuck happened to these guys?" Like
talking about fucking French presses again.
It's been like a year and a half since we've had a YouTube account, and they're like, "I bet these guys are doing goose stepping and Nazi salutes." Oh, I bet these guys, and they're just tuning in, and we're like, "Look at that puppy." Look at that puppy.
We really are just like.
Have you tried the new Snickers coffee?
We are really just getting old.
We're like poor versions of Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer.
God,
it's hilarious.
Segura and Kreischer have become this just out of touch, like just completely
So I was
out of touch.
I was talking the other day to my personal chef, and because I was telling him that I needed to start getting more fish in my diet and less red meat. So we had to go down to the farmer's market. What is happening?
And then their fans are like, eggs are $5. I can't afford eggs.
Have you seen the videos of like Tom Segura coping? Because he's like,
dude,
I'm getting all this hate, and it's like,
podcast
I'm sorry,
cringe,
I'm rich.
Podcast cringe and Too Lazy to Try.
Yes.
I've been watching their
Podcast
videos.
cringe is great.
So let me give a shout out to both of them because they both do a great job covering them. And you know why they do a good job? Because the way they cover them isn't like this visceral.
No, they're literally
they're just going like they're like looking real bad.
Yeah, they're just making an index of everything happening. It's very funny. Yeah, people have been turning on him, and then Tom Segura just copes by being like, I give a lot of money to charity and stuff. Like, I'm sorry, I'm rich.
Oh, did you hear the other part where he was like, I feel like when people have a lot of money and they dress down, they're being phony. And I'm like, he said that. I'm not kidding you, dude. I'm not even look it up. And I was like, what?
Do you know who had more money than all of these assholes before he got canceled? Louis C.K.
Oh, he still has more money than all of these assholes.
And do you know how many black T-shirts Louis C.K. owns?
No, that's his entire wardrobe.
Literally black T-shirt jeans.
Here's another one. Ricky Gervais, hundreds of millions of dollars. Black T-shirt jeans. You guys.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Literally dresses like a bum from the Bronx. And he has more money than than all of those people named combined.
People always say all this stuff about Sandler, and I never talk shit about him.
He just walks around in fucking Knicks hoodies and basketball shorts
He
everywhere.
has more money than everybody. And not only that, bro, he'll 1v1 you a basketball, he'll fucking kill you.
Every picture I've ever seen of him with like his family and stuff and the paparazzi catch him, he literally, every time I see him, my thought is, he looks so comfy.
Yeah.
Like there's never wearing a suit.
Remember when he started going on Letterman wearing basketball shorts? And what are you going to tell the guy?
That's when you know you made it.
Yeah.
Because he's made a career just doing what he wants with his friends. It's cozy.
But that's
nice.
what I mean. Segura's a fucking douche for even saying that out loud. People that just wear, like, I have way more respect for a guy who's a billionaire just walks around in a hoodie. And like, I don't care, dude. So I'm not.
Who gives a shit?
What am I going to do? I'm going to wear a $4,000 pair of jeans.
But let me use Ricky
what?
Let me use Ricky Gervais as another example. You ever see Ricky Gervais doing selfies, dropping $100K at slots like they do at casinos, or riding in a private jet?
No, the blackjack.
You should look. Ricky Gervais is posting pictures of him with a stupid face in his tub. Like, I'm just saying, like, no, you don't have to be like that if you don't want to.
That video of them is enraging, and it's not just the gambling. It was the cigars, too. It was everything. It was them making sure their watch was sticking out of their shirt so you could see it, and like the cigars and doing it with the match style, like, and it's like, oh, I hate everything about this. I hate the fake macho. I'm gonna get a whiskey and a cigar. We're gonna drop 25 grand around. Shut up, fucking jagoffs.
I was seeing one where Kreischer was talking about that his wife, like, he won't even let his wife read good comments anymore because he says if he reads good comments about him, it makes out a rabbit hole and he reads all the bad comments.
It's psychotic.
Which is really funny because then he knows exactly what all the comments are saying, so he reads all of the comments while he's telling you that he doesn't read even the good ones. He's such a fucking
Anyway,
retard.
Anyway, guys, listen. There's a lot. Have you seen? Would you see him when he was on? It might have been either Legions or rap when Shane Gillis was there and everybody was.
Yeah, it was
That's what it was. Okay, sorry. And all the comedians you could tell are also sick of him. Very weird. Anyway, look, I want to get to I got to get to the Kamala the interview that like.
Oh my God! I watched it this morning.
That's the one we're doing.
With the one where she's like the guy,
Brett,
the guy in the $3,000.
When middle of the road, Brett Baer breaks you, you can't be president. Like, I mean, I watched it and I was like, these questions aren't even that like hard. But we'll get to that in a second.
It's like getting knocked out by the third guy in Punch Out. And you're like, you didn't even make it to out of the regional circuit.
It was
you
like
got knocked out by Don Flamingo.
Actually, we figured this out on Nightwave. It's Von Kaiser.
Von Kaiser. You're right.
Don Flamenco's number 2.
Yeah.
If it was Chris Cuomo interviewing her, she would have been knocked out by Pizza Pasta. Dude, it was like watching a live murder.
I mean, even people that like defend her were like,
bro,
can you imagine people now saying the dementia guy would have been better? Because that's what they're saying.
Well, it's funny watching her reply, like when somebody throws like an unscripted curveball at her, right? Because it takes her just as long as Biden to come up with a response.
Yeah,
but there's no excuse.
Did you hear about Brett Baer saying that her staff was doing the wrap it up thing?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'll show you. Well, let's play a little bit of it now. We're just gonna skip through it. It might not be in order. It doesn't really matter.
Brett Baer out here looking like fucking Wayne Newton.
Original premise: Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley. They are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before a negotiated bipartisan bill.
Yeah, but why did they have to use the picture of that middle one from after she was murdered?
Okay,
oh, come on.
Well before a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken Riley Sunday campaigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted, Laken Riley probably would not have been killed.
Yeah, that's honestly that's not even a disputable fact, right? Like that's what it is.
So if it were
now, what would your So I want to play this game. You're Kamala Harris. Let's pretend you're Kamala Harris. You fucked a bunch of black dudes, so you know what that's like. So let's say you're Kamala Harris. No, let's say you're Kamala Harris. Let's say you had to come up with an answer for this question. What would you answer? Because I really want to see, because there is a way out of most questions politically. What would you say when that question was posed to you?
I don't know, because I probably wouldn't be in this situation.
No, of course I know, but let's say magic that you had to get out of it. You're dead. What would you say? Here's what I would do. I would blame Biden. I would throw that fucker under the bus.
Look,
in a heartbeat.
Everyone has been saying she should do that, but then if she does that, she's going to go down lower in the polls.
It doesn't matter.
She's going to look
It's a Hail
petty.
Mary. It's a Hail Mary at this point. What else do you do? She can't.
You know
she
what
can barely go lower in the polls.
The problem is you can always go lower, and that's a Hail Mary pick six. That is literally, she's going to try and fail at that, and it's going to get run back into the end zone, and it's going to be, I don't know, now Trump's projected by 63 points. Like, it's going to get bad.
I would shift. Here's another angle of attack. If you're a scummy, evil politician, I would shift it and go, while those are tragic, then be ready to bring up some people that were killed by white nationalists or by cops or an unarmed black person and go, all of these things are problems, and just kind of run out the clock on the question.
Yeah, with this, I'd probably just go with the classic, the classic Wildcat play, the old college, you're a racist for even saying that.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I don't know what else you do, right? You run the ball. You only need 3 yards, Kamala. You only need 3 more yards for a first down.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? She keeps getting personal fouls and getting back 15 yards every time she was at the goal line. Now it's first and goal at the 35.
Why on a third down would you grab his face mask? By the way, we watched the other night on Nightwave. I had money on a college game. They fucking blocked the winning field goal.
Oh, it happens all the time.
But it was, but not in the NFL. You know what I mean? So when you see it and you're like, no, that's what Kamala's been going through every step of the way.
Okay, let's see her answer.
Wouldn't have happened. This is well before any negotiation. This is well before Donald Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to you, do you owe
Brett,
those families an apology?
Let me just say, first of all, those are tragic cases. There's no question about that.
All I hear
There's
is
no.
No, you know why she's talking slow. By the way, Brett Baer came out.
I'm obsessed with how she talks now.
You know why? No, but you know why she's talking slow in this interview? Not just because she's dumb, because she is. But Brett Baer brought up it was supposed to be a 30-minute interview. Then their campaign's 25. They got there late, 20-minute interview. So they kept pushing back the time.
She's trying to run the clock out?
Exactly.
Are you taking knees?
She's taking well, that's how she got the job, was by taking knees, Mersh.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
That's
No
a pretty
question
good joke.
about that. And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred.
Okay, but answer the question.
So that is true. It is also true that if a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had.
Yeah, but this happened before. See, the question already, to be baked that into the cake of the question, right? He already said this is before the border security thing. And he asked if you owe the family an apology.
Had more border agents at the border, more.
I don't think she's heartless because people say she's heartless. I think she's brainless. I think she is actively one of the stupidest people.
Nah, I don't think you get this. I don't think you get to this level unless you're heartless.
You do
to some extent.
well, yeah, no, you're right. I'm not. You're right. That's a good point.
You get to be a fucking mayor or something, maybe a city councilman. But
Did you? Here's a fun one for you, right? So she was a prosecutor for 8 years in San Francisco on the sex crimes unit, right? So prosecutor, sex crimes unit. In 8 years, how many cases do you think she prosecuted? 8 years.
Oh, ooh.
8 years. Because she used it to get elected. In 8 years,
200.
8.
Can I guess?
8.
One a year.
The answer's 8.
Jesus.
She had the lowest level of prosecution out of, because here's why, and other people have talked about it that work with her. She would only take slam dunks. She only would take slam dunk cases. Any case that was hard, any case that you had to do work, slam dunk. Basically, the guy had to actively being filmed molesting a kid for her to go, I got it.
Support for the folks who are working around the clock trying to hold it all together.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The Border Patrol Union endorsed Trump, though. Just famously endorsed him.
He hits her with that in a second.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. I've watched some.
Watched the whole interview?
I've watched clips, not the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, dude, the whole interview. Do you remember you guys were saying a minute ago that she should just blame Biden? Mm-hmm. She does that in this interview, right, and then he immediately goes.
Okay, Virgie, we'll figure it out organically. I know you're excited. Relax.
Ensure that no future harm would occur, and this election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election.
Or me.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard of Democrats.
Or me.
Because there was a solution, Brett.
Madam Vice President, it was a policy decision in the early part of your administration. I will let one of the mothers talk about it. Take a listen.
Uh-oh. Oh, she didn't know these clips were coming. Uh-oh.
Because of the Biden-Harris administration open border policies catch and release, they were enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention program.
That's right. Instead of sending them to jail, you get to go into the country.
Go on
another trip.
This meant that they were released into the United States. It was not even a full 3 weeks later that they would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungare's life. I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That's the early days. So do you owe them an apology is what I'm saying.
I will tell you.
So Johnny Blaze in the chat says, can you do super chats? Yeah, if you head over to our Rumble, it's at the top of the YouTube link, and you get over there and donate there. We're not monetized on YouTube, again, yet, but we are working on it.
That I am so sorry for her loss. I'm so sorry for her loss.
But no.
See, here's the thing, right?
No.
Here's the thing, right? If I get hammered and I crash my car into a fucking school bus and I kill a kid, right? The way to phrase the apology to the parents is not, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
As if to say, this thing completely unrelated to me. I'm so sorry that your kid died. I didn't do it, though.
Sincerely. But let's talk about what is happening right now with an individual who does not want to participate in solutions.
No. No, let's talk about what? No, let's talk about you, though. You have not answered the question. The problem is every other interview she's done, they let her get away with it. And Brett Baer's not even that much of a gotcha guy.
Brett Baer is retarded.
Yeah, and he came out here and he was like, yeah, but this is like a simple question.
Let's talk about that as well.
But do you want to answer
in all fairness, I told you, I feel awful for what she and her family have experienced.
During that time, you said repeatedly that the border was secure. When in your mind did it start becoming a crisis?
Good question. Jesus Christ, good question.
I think we've had a broken immigration system transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration.
But you said it was secure, though.
Even before. Let's all be honest about that.
You were the one not being honest about that.
We are all being honest.
The thing is, whenever we're honest, you call us racist.
Yeah.
I have no pride.
And we can't all be racists. I mean, yeah, we are, but not everyone.
Oh, shit.
Transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration, even before. Let's all be honest about that. I have no pride.
Why? You act exactly like the woman from the Proud Mary song, so what do you mean you got no pride?
In saying that this is a perfect immigration system, I've been clear. I think we all are.
You haven't been clear. You said there was no border crisis, and now you're saying there's a border crisis.
For like 30 that it needs to be fixed. We need more. I was just down at the border.
Oh, wow.
First time she's gone in 3.5 years, boys.
Talking with border agents, and they will tell you, and I'm sure you probably, I know you investigate, and
they'll tell you, this woman's a fucking idiot.
A serious journalist. They will tell you, we need more judges. We need to process those cases faster. We need the support for those.
If they would have processed the cases faster, they still would have got into that deferment of a detention thing, and that would have not solved the murders.
No.
Nothing you're saying would have solved the beginning of this question.
It's just more paperwork.
Those cases that should be prosecuted.
Oh, my God. Why do they got to keep killing people? That's her. That's her in her office.
So annoying.
You think she's smoking a cigarette out the window? I guarantee you she is. She's sitting there. What is
she has packs stashed all over the fucking place.
Oh, God. What brand? What brand would come out? Don't say Newport. She's not black.
She smokes Lucky Strikes.
I'm black. I smoke 305s.
She smokes like Virginia Slims or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
They need more resources, and Congress ultimately
smokes a brand of cigarettes that come in 1000s and Slims. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
is the only place that's going to get fixed.
They only sell them in soft packs.
Brett,
yeah.
Well,
that's how this system works.
That's the premise of this question. There were 90 plus executive orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the
and by the way,
Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
If you slow it down, you can see the exact moment her candidacy breaks.
Wow.
Hold on, we got more. That was the first one.
Frankly, exhausted of Brett.
I swear to God, the whole interview is worth watching. It was so goddamn funny.
Okay, here you go. Okay.
Frankly, exhausted of Brett.
More than 70% of people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows
by the way, and to smart move, by the way, instead of like pulling a Fox News poll so she could say it was a Marquette Law School, so they can't even be like, oh, Fox News cooked poll.
That track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page.
Frost-Nixon was a less contentious interview.
Mm-hmm. You've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person.
What does that have to do with anything?
My favorite part about that is she's like, she almost delivered it like the chick from I Think You Should Leave. Does this mean I'm not gonna get any Christmas presents at Christmas? Like the way she's like, and Donald Trump's been running
This sucks now. I know you already ordered the curtains for the White House, but I don't think you're going to go now.
Like the way she's trying to deflect. Well, Donald Trump's been running.
What a jerk. What a jerkhead that guy is.
In the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about.
No.
Literally, none of us know what you're talking about.
You're not going to gaslight me into knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah. Know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
That one I did see.
This has the same energy as. Look, I don't even understand what he just said. I don't even think he knows what he just said.
Oh, she is so cooked, bro.
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade, people have.
Hold on. Yeah, that is actually worth looking at. Hold on.
Look at his face.
He's doing the bitch. What? Oh, hold on. Cigar. Where's my cigar?
He needs a cigar.
The cigar.
See?
There it is. There it is.
I'm broad, see?
This should be a new Press X to doubt. Brett Baer.
The floozy was trying to dodge my questions.
People have become. But listen, over the last decade.
Saying listen is you're losing. When the moment you're losing a conversation.
You're panicking.
It is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage.
Okay, don't worry about it. We got more.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care.
Yeah, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago, bro.
Listen, when I did that, it was because I wasn't a serious candidate.
Yeah.
Okay? So I could promise all kinds of things, Brett. I didn't know that they were going to illegally just install me as the next candidate.
Any candidate who here's another way you can tell when you're not a serious candidate. Any candidate who promises reparations isn't a serious candidate.
That's what I mean.
Ever. It's you're not going to do that.
But
Shut up.
that should be just to answer one question honestly, Kamala. I guarantee you'll go up in the polls if you literally just said, "Well, yeah, that was back before they just illegally forced me in as your candidate."
Yeah, I fucked Willie.
So now I gotta say shit that makes me sound like I have a chance.
Yeah, I fucked Willie Brown, but only broke up with him because he was never going to marry me. Yeah. There you go. There's an honest answer.
There you go.
Do you still support those things?
That was like so 2000 and late, though.
Wait.
Is that really what she's going to say?
Hit play.
Okay.
Listen, that was 5 years ago.
She said the thing.
I'm so glad I watched this morning.
She said the thing.
See, I specifically, as I told Marie yesterday, I watched some of them, but I don't watch all of them because I'd rather watch this on the show.
Oh, by the way, Rudy in the chat said apparently Kevin Nash endorsed Kamala. That's shocking.
Ooh, Kevin
She's
Nash.
gorgeous.
You know who else did? Batista.
You know my favorite part of the Click This Show in history? Besides, I can't say that. I can't say what I wanted to say. Not on YouTube. But
how would you say it? Can you say it without getting in trouble?
Let's just say it ended with an urn that matched a plaque.
Got it. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I can say that. And the other funniest thing is I'll never forget the clip where it was Sean Oliver and he goes, I have never heard anyone say a bad word about Triple H. And it was 10 minutes of Kevin Nash blowing Triple H. It was the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, people talked badly about him for like 20 years. The shovel meme.
To his face.
Very clear that I will follow the law. I have made that statement over and over again. And as Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
If that's the case, you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, who signed those very things into state law.
You know who plays Tim Walz on SNL? I just found out. And he's a dumb lefty, but he does play him well. Jim Gaffigan.
Is he?
He looks a lot like him. You think about it, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
that Midwestern look.
Yeah.
You support that?
I'm sorry, I missed the question because I was thinking of Jim Gaffigan. I was thinking of Hot Pockets. Hold on, let me go.
Hot Pockets.
Into state law. So do you support that?
We are very clear, and I am very clear.
Be clear.
Then you're not clear.
This is Tim Walz. that we must support and enforce federal law, and that is exactly what we will do.
But that means
you're not enforcing it now.
The implication is also that you could just change federal law.
What is she talking? Okay, let me make sure I get in the right order. Hold on, because I want. There's a few. I might have doubles. Doubles are best. Triples are safe.
Doubles are safe, but
triples is safer. You're right. I know that. Okay. This one.
And you told me.
Sorry that the audio's all over the place. Everyone cuts things differently. Okay, here we go.
You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Here's the thing. Brutal. Kamala's playing a very dangerous game, right? What I mean is, she needs to separate herself from Biden while at the same time not insulting Biden. Because every time she's skirted insulting him, he does something. He does the MAGA hat thing, or he did what was the other thing? Doing a press conference at the same time she was on The View. That was petty AF.
He's been such
and
an
it's really
asshole.
Jill, by the way. Jill's the one that's telling him, like, they took this from you, Joe. They took this from you. And he's not happy.
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room, and he has the judgment and the experience.
Then why are you running? Then why are you running then? Okay, fine. Fine. I'll take you at face value, okay? Why are you running then?
And experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
Oh, God. No concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
Yeah. Why? Why is he not on the ballot?
If he's such a sharp guy with good judgment.
Why?
And Donald Trump.
You're right. Joe Biden's not on the ballot. His vice president is.
He talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After George Clooney said within a few minutes of...
By the way, the reason he's talking over, because they were trying to criticize him, he said it later, he was like, it's not that I wanted to talk over her, it's that her team was doing the wrap it up, and he's like, I wanted to get my questions in, so I needed it, because she was trying to do, like you said, run out the clock.
Yeah, she's trying to take knees.
Talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump.
What? That's your answer?
Has this been working for you guys?
Oh, no.
Why, if he's as bad as you say?
The dumbest person to run the hardest campaign, probably in American history, dog.
Here you go.
Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th?
Did you hear that?
Was that
why, if he's as
chirp?
We have to distinguish whether that's a chirp or whether that was somebody screen recording it with their mic on, because that does happen.
Somebody's mic.
Let me see.
Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person?
I know that sound.
That sounds like it's there.
That wasn't in the interview, dog. I swear to God,
all right, let's keep on.
Person who could be the 47th president of the United States. Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States.
You don't need. Sorry, I don't mean. It's just like she's so stupid.
It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be.
He didn't ask if it was easy. He said if Trump is as bad as you say he is, why does more than half the country support him? That's a fair question, right?
It's not supposed to be easy, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It is not supposed to be a cakewalk.
So are they misguided? The 50%?
Are they misguided? The 50? Are they a basket of deplorables?
Yeah.
Remember that? How did that work out for the last person that tried that angle?
Are they stupid? What?
What are they fucking jerk off? What are they Johnny jerk off? Go ahead, say it.
Why don't you just call them dumb ham and eggers?
Say that about the American people? And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who
No, Liver Flipper says it's a chirp and it happens multiple times.
Tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within.
Yes.
Yes.
You are the enemy within.
An enemy within. Talking about...
You keep letting the enemies within the Mexican border.
Yeah, you guys keep shooting at them.
The American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American...
The one who said that the government has F-16s and we shouldn't have guns was Biden, though.
Mm-hmm. And nukes.
And nukes. Okay, now you ready for my favorite part of the interview? When she had it, when she knew it was done?
Talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the President of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up.
Tell that to Joe Biggs.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Madam Vice President, they're wrapping me very hard here. I hope you got to say what you wanted to say about Donald Trump. There are a lot of things.
There's more to say. I have much more to say.
There are a lot of things that people want to learn about you and your policies, and that's why
I invite everyone to go to KamalaHarris.com, and you will see that I have 80.
And it's just Donald Trump written over and over again, like in The Shining on the wall,
like a cycle.
Over and over and over again.
Pages of policy.
It's meat spin.
That are quite comprehensive and should be accessible to anyone who would like to read them. And it includes what I intend to do about affordable housing, what I intend to do about small businesses, what I do.
And that's why we invited you here to see where you were in 2019 and where you are now.
America's military and ensure we have the most lethal and best fighting force in the world.
Madam Vice President,
and
they're giving me a hard rap
Well,
here.
I thank you for the time.
I thank you for the time.
Good.
Ma'am, you just got cooked. And the problem is, you did it yourself.
You're gonna have to cheat so hard.
Well, here's what they're doing. Have you seen the new one?
The editor-in-chief of Bloomberg. I want to move on to what Donald Trump has said about an issue near and dear to both of your hearts, the issue of black Americans and Latino voters. Kamala Harris has been doing interviews on black media. Trump, though, is overperforming in polling with both groups compared to past Republicans. Here is what he said when he was campaigning in Pennsylvania.
Any African American or Hispanic, and you know how well I'm doing there, that votes for Kamala, you got to have your head examined because they are really screwing you. They are really screwing.
Now, it's going to be hard to go after
him. If you do not vote for me, frankly, you are not black.
And that's what I was going to say. You really can't go after him for that because you don't go after Biden for saying the same thing.
No, honestly, I mean, the difference is, too, the way Trump said it, it doesn't imply... Like, the way Biden phrased it was ridiculous. Like, you're not black if you don't vote for me. It was just insane. Trump's saying if you're black and you vote for Kamala Harris, you should have your head examined. But I think the same could apply to any person who votes for Kamala Harris. You should have the fucking head examined.
It is Kamala, for the record, but he...
Oh, by the way, you guys getting bogged down in this is going to make... She's losing 3 more fucking points.
By the way, says the entire people that were calling him Drumpf.
Yes.
The people that kept calling him Drumpf are making sure you respect her name.
He is denigrating
voters. Do you understand?
Voters.
You harm her every time.
Yep.
You correct people. It's annoying. It's not going to make me like that person.
Yeah. It's the same when when somebody corrects you when you call them a he and they say that's not my pronoun. It's nobody likes that person. Even if you're like gay, you don't like that person.
For making a choice that he does not like. Shelley, to you, what does he achieve with this?
I mean, giving us about 10 minutes of show prep.
More black votes.
Yeah.
Well, how is it? Wait, first of all, how is he denigrating voters?
He's saying that they are.
Oh, this guy's based.
For lack of a better word.
By the way, you'll see they want to call him racist so bad, but they can't.
Screw.
Taken advantage of. They're being taken advantage of. They're paying higher pricing. They're working class. The ones that he's talking about, working class, lower middle class. They're paying more for food, they're paying more for gas, and they're being taken advantage of.
But
and
Shelley,
over the course of 30 years, they voted.
He also said that they had to have their head examined. That is not something that is a compliment.
No, it's not a compliment. They should have their head examined.
And she's got that constantly on the verge of tears, almost like that same voice everyone has.
She definitely looks like a Subaru driver.
It's just insulting.
Obama just told me the same thing. Obama just told me the same thing. I've got black women telling me I'm not really he inferred them. He implied them. He certainly did. He even threatened us with lucky Michelle's not here. I mean, come on. Let's not make things up. Let's be honest here, and let's really be clear what's being said. If you're an African-American man, look, let me boil this election down in the African-American community to a very simple a reference to great Malcolm X. This race is between House African-Americans and field African-Americans.
Fucking Malcolm X was so big.
Fucking base. fucking hyper based.
Whoa.
Hyper based. Whoa.
Dropping a few pills on the CNN air, right?
The field African Americans are going for Donald Trump. I'm talking about your men. I'm talking about your men who build.
She said, "Wow!" Like that was the most controversial thing Malcolm X ever said.
That's
Seriously.
like not even in the top 20 most controversial things Malcolm X
not
ever
making the
said.
top 5.
Put things together. Your men who work with their hands. Your men who do things, not the men who push paper, or the men who are connected to power and want to continue to be connected to power.
Are you denigrating African American men who are professionals?
What are you going to call them racist? Yes, I am No, he's not denigrating African American men who they
He's a
twist
radio
everything.
He's a radio show host.
Yeah.
He's not working with his hands.
Yeah,
either.
he's not.
Who work in white collar jobs? Is that what I'm hearing from you, or
no?
I'm based. Like I said,
I'm trying to understand is Shelley the house one or the field one?
Well, I mean, you pick your poison. It depends how well you behave. That's how it usually works. See, what he's implying is correct. If you behave really well, you're welcome to the Democrat house. But if you don't, you're out in the field with the deplorables. Picking cotton.
That's more racist than anything you've said on Rumble.
But it's a fact. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me in what way I'm wrong.
I want to say I disavow.
Oh my God!
no, sir.
I want
You
to say,
always right,
say
sir.
whatever position he holds to add balance to the show and make it compliant with current terms of service. I disagree.
Here's what you
Now
have
we have
here.
balance on the show.
On the right, you have Sam Jackson from Django. On the left, you have Django. Here's what you have:
There you go.
two different people here, and in the middle is just some black horror. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
I'm just trying to understand that part.
I'm just
trying to understand. We have someone who's spitting. I'm just trying to understand the one that's spitting talking points right now. Are you the house Negro or the field Negro that you're referring to? So
field.
I just want to make sure your question was about denigrating black people. That literally was your question. You have a Republican fool who is talking right now about. You literally just said that black men. You actually just said this is an election about house or field.
Yes, it is. But it's not even about black and white. The house and field N-word stuff isn't even about isn't even about black or white. It's about you're either part of the team, you're either part of the little fucking crew, or you're not. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
And the thing is, what are you gonna call him? Racist?
This is a black CNN anchor trying to call a black man racist.
No, I do understand.
Malcolm X.
Yeah, and silly. And so let's actually talk about the substance of your question.
No, I like this guy. He's like, no.
The substance of the creating black and Latino communities.
Sir.
Latino communities.
Question?
Shelley, you believe
the point I'm making, ma'am, Sarah, the point I'm making is this. The men who get up every day and make things happen with their hands, they build things, they're plumbers, they're electricians, they're working for Amazon. These men who are coaching 7 and under football, not because their son or daughter plays, but because they want to keep brothers off the streets and they're volunteering their time.
Don't say what is your point. You're broadcasting a bunch of airport chairs. You got plenty of time. Okay, you're CNN, bro. You got plenty. What's up next? Reruns of Anthony Bourdain being a communist in Venezuela or something? Huh? Is that what's next? I heard he died because he was about to expose a sex cult.
Whoa.
Him and Chester Bennington and who was the other one? Chris Cornell.
Didn't he actually pay off the victim of What's her face?
They didn't say what side he was on in the documentary. He said he was working on one.
Oh, there you go.
Pete Townsend was also doing research. Pete Townsend was doing research, and that doc's never come out.
No, it's weird, right?
He did all that research.
So much research, hard drives.
It was like terabytes of research, you know? And here was Trump speaking at Univision.
There's less than 3 weeks until Election Day, and both presidential candidates are working hard to sway the Latino vote. An event was held today for Vice President Kamala Harris, and former President Donald Trump took part in a town hall in Doral. Local 10's Glenna Milberg is live with it all. Glenna.
Oof. She has been there since I was 5 years old. She's been on this channel, on ABC 10.
Nicole, that Harris event was actually a pre-response to this Trump town hall here at the network. This was very staged, very planned. It will air on tape later tonight on the Spanish language network. This as both.
That's every network in South Florida. You have to be very specific.
Yeah.
Campaigns work so intensely for that Hispanic voter. Definitely a very different and diverse voting electorate, and one that polls show at the moment is up for grabs.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You know Trump's going to probably only lose Broward County. Like, you know that, right? Like, if you, I watch. When they break it down by counties?
Yeah, it's going to be deep red here.
I think Miami-Dade will go to him, too. I think Miami-Dade will go to Trump.
I don't think he's lost people since the last election.
No. Probably gained people because, remember, the percentage of registered Republicans has gone up a lot since COVID.
The audience, handpicked and staged by the network, as were the 12 questions: economy, money, immigration, jobs.
¿Quién haría ese trabajo?
If you deport,
I'm sorry, you got to go back until you learn English. You gotta go back.
These people, who would do that job?
A lot of people come into our country. We just want them to come in legally through a system because they've released.
I love that this argument is still going on, and I've even when I was younger, I never understood it. It was like, and they always say, like, like with fucking Kelly Osbourne, she was like, who's going to clean the toilets? It's like, so you're saying that these corporations are taking advantage of people and paying them under minimum wage and slave labor, and you're saying we need that because we need corn? Mm-hmm. Like, I never understood that argument. The argument is like, so you're saying you're for, because the problem is, if you give all of them amnesty, they're no longer going to work at these 5 cents an hour job. They're going to go get real jobs where they may have to pay the minimum wage. This only works, and this is why, like, Purdue and all the big food companies are completely, they love it. They love it because they want cheap labor.
Hundreds of thousands of people that are murderers, drug dealers, terrorists.
His explanation about
guy or girl,
what to do with the border, in terms of the border, I think it was a concise answer.
Donald Trump responde.
Despite being
Trump responde esta noche en Univision. Y luego, Sábado Gigante.
Decidedly Latino South.
It's not really Univision. If Trump was out there, he should have 2 girls with their boobies like this shaking next to him the whole time.
You got to know.
That's how you do it. Yeah, you got to know.
There will be mass deportations. La Migra is coming.
No, but he's going to allow hot Latinas to stay. Mm-hmm. He's giving amnesty to all hot Latinas.
That would be cool.
Watch walking liberal white women close the border immediately.
Mm-hmm. Los Latinos preguntan.
Which is the Latinos.
The Latinos asking included only one local. The planned and pre-written questions were not all so friendly.
Mi pregunta con todo respeto es,
do you really believe that these people are eating the people's pets?
Yes.
They are eating the dogs. We've seen
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And this is
to
just
answer your question, C.
Reported. I was just saying what was reported. That's been reported, and eating other things too.
But the whole eating the pets, people's pets, that's ridiculous.
But it's happening.
But I know that it's ridiculous, but it's happening. They were cooking guinea pigs in New York the other day on Spitz. We played it.
Mm-hmm.
President's answers.
They'll eat a guinea pig, but not a kitty cat? I don't think so.
Included a lot of the best we've ever.
It's so amazing to me that they'll look at people that literally fucking cannibalize other gang members in their fucking home country, and then they're shocked when they get here.
They eat people. When they come here, eating a cat is not a big deal.
No.
Like, what?
Had and the worst you've ever seen, and almost everyone included blaming President Biden.
Maybe we can get him to eat homeless people.
Inmigrantes indocumentados.
A pre-response from the Harris.
Wait, hold on. A pre-response? How do you respond to something before it's happened?
Minority Report. Literally.
False campaign.
Kind of like the way Wikipedia showed Chris Benoit died before it was reported.
Yup.
Kevin Sullivan.
Well, he's dead now.
F in the chat.
Yeah. R.I.P. Kevin Sullivan.
Hound Seeker, $5. Hope you're having a great day, boys. If you ever want a good laugh, check out Ghost Stories Dub. Check it out. Fenridharma, Mersh and Royce become the guys from Ear Biscuits. I don't know what that is. Genocide Circus. I don't know about the rest of the country, but upstate New York, New England area, cut egg price is about $2. Information and tuition. Do you guys do super chat? You super chatted it. Sage Retard said super chat, but he spelled it with an A because he's cool. Andy has bad taste. Hey guys, really excited for the second hour interview. Make sure to ask Alan where he gets his ideas from. I'm dying to find out. Tom Rose Mercedes, wait. She was 20 minutes late? Yep, maybe she is black. Genocide Circus, she has been answering questions consistently. That answer was, my support for Israel's right to defend itself will not change. They just use that same clip from 60 Minutes over and over again. Tom, you saw CBS News is now doing an internal investigation about why that clip was edited, but here's what happened. They leaked the original answer out, so now their internal investigation is to find out who the fuck leaked that answer.
It's always going to be the guy that did the right thing that they're going to find.
Well, like, remember the woman who came out and said they told her to spike the Epstein story?
Yep.
Did you see Lawrence O'Donnell call Bear a Trump propagandist? Hey, dork, you're on NBC. What are you? Chevy fan, Kamala did a press conference today and the U.S. bombing Houthi targets in Yemen. Camera Chris, it's not a chirp. It's Brett whistling his S's and Kamala repeating Trump is like when Marge ran for mayor and kept repeating. Oh, not Marge. It was Lois and it was Family Guy and she kept going 9/11. Woo!
That's awesome.
Genocide Circus. They have to imply the racist because challenging what Malcolm X said might bring up the fact that he also never trusted white Democrats. He didn't. He didn't like Republicans either. Do not get me wrong.
Turns out Malcolm X was also a racist.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out we're all kind of racist. ROTCstore.com to get your gear over there, your ROTC gear. If you want to get completely swagged out, that's where you go. Mersh, tell them about Locals.
Guys, you got to get over to Locals. You got to get over. Support this show. Exclusive every Wednesday episode. Fridays, half the episode. We're going behind the paywall. We're doing all kinds of wild shit back there. I can't even discuss it. It's too hot for YouTube.
It's too hot.
Go to revengeofthesith.locals.com. Sign up. It's $7 a month. You get our whole archive, the old shows, and you get a bunch of stuff. We got a movie riff coming up. We just did the Happening.
Oh man, that movie.
The Happening.
The Nothing Happening.
The Nothing Happening. Yeah. So sign up and help us out.
Guys, we're heading over exclusively to Rumble and Locals here for the second hour, so move over. The link is pinned there. It's free to head over to Rumble. Watch our awesome interview with Alan Cover. Coming up next, we're excited to have him